Super Bowl 59, featuring the Philadelphia Eagles and the Kansas City Chiefs, became a focal point for an unexpected controversy involving pop superstar Taylor Swift. The incident, which occurred when Swift was shown on the stadium's jumbotron, has sparked a significant discussion about fan behavior and the intersection of sports and entertainment. Taylor Swift, attending the game to support her boyfriend, Kansas City Chiefs tight end Travis Kelce, found herself at the center of attention for reasons beyond her celebrity status. When her image appeared on the Caesars Superdome's video screens in New Orleans, a chorus of boos erupted from sections of the crowd, primarily consisting of Eagles fans. This reaction did not go unnoticed, particularly by Philadelphia Eagles running back Saquon Barkley. In an interview on The Howard Stern Show on February 12, 2025, Barkley expressed his disappointment with the fans' behavior and defended Swift's presence at the game. Barkley stated,
"No idea. I will say this, though. They showed her on the jumbotron, and she got booed. I don't get it. I don't get why she was getting hate there."
The running back emphasized that Swift was simply there to support her partner, like any other fan in the stadium. Barkley said,
"Yeah, she's just there supporting her significant other, and she's made the game bigger."
Barkley elaborated on how Swift's involvement with the NFL has been advantageous for the league's growth.
We're all about how can we expand the game and make it more internationally.
Barkley highlighted the NFL's efforts to broaden its appeal globally, mentioning upcoming games in Brazil, Mexico, and potentially Australia. He argued that Swift's presence at games has helped attract a new demographic of fans to the sport. The influx of Swifties, as Taylor Swift's fans are known, into the NFL fan base represents a significant opportunity for the league to expand its audience and increase its cultural relevance. Her being a part of it's only helping that, so I don't get the slack that she's getting, Barkley added, expressing his confusion at the negative reception Swift received. The booing incident has raised questions about the reasons behind such a hostile reaction from Eagles fans. Some speculate it may be related to Swift's roots near Philadelphia and her previous association with the Eagles. Swift has been photographed in Eagles gear in the past and was assumed to be a fan of the team before her relationship with Kelce began. Swift grew up near Philadelphia and was previously seen as an Eagles supporter. This history may have led some fans to view her current support for the Chiefs as a form of betrayal. However, this explanation doesn't fully account for the intensity of the reaction, especially considering that other celebrities supporting the Chiefs, such as Paul Rudd and Jon Hamm, didn't receive similar treatment from the crowd. The political aspect of this incident cannot be overlooked. Some observers have suggested that the booing might be connected to Swift's recent endorsement of Kamala Harris for the presidential election. This theory gained traction when President Donald Trump commented on the incident via his social media platform, Truth Social. Trump wrote, "The only one that had a tougher night than the Kansas City Chiefs was Taylor Swift. She got booed out of the stadium. MAGA is very unforgiving." He also shared comparison videos of Swift's reception versus his own at-stadium events. Trump, who has been found liable for sexual assault and defamation and was convicted in the hush money trial, further expressed his dislike for Swift in subsequent interviews. He stated, "I hate Taylor Swift," following her endorsement of Kamala Harris for POTUS. Interestingly, Trump mentioned that he took a liking to Brittany Mahomes, the wife of the Chiefs' star quarterback, Patrick Mahomes. Regardless of the reasons, the booing clearly caught Swift off guard. When shown on the Superdome's video screens alongside rapper Ice Spice during the first quarter, Swift appeared to mouth, "What's going on?" in response to the unexpected negative reaction. This moment went viral, with Swift turning to look at her friend Ice Spice following the audience's outcry. The incident has sparked a broader discussion about fan behavior and the intersection of sports, entertainment, and politics. It raises questions about the appropriate ways for fans to express their passion for their team without crossing lines of basic respect and sportsmanship. Barkley's defense of Swift is particularly noteworthy, given his own relationship with Philadelphia fans. As a former New York Giant who joined the Eagles last year, Barkley has experienced both sides of the intense Eagles-Giants rivalry. Despite this, he's been warmly embraced by Eagles fans since joining the team. Barkley said this about Eagles fans, "They just shower you with love, and it's been pretty cool for me and my family because kind of how things ended in New York, there was always love and support there, but things didn't end off on a great note, I guess you could say." And to be able to come here and just the way how they've taken me in and my family in, and my daughter is the star here, they love my little daughter, so it's been pretty cool. This positive experience makes Barkley's criticism of the booing incident all the more significant. It demonstrates that even a player who deeply appreciates the passion of Eagles fans can recognize when that passion may have been misdirected. Barkley's comments have resonated with many in the sports community who see Swift's involvement with the NFL as a net positive for the league. The running back's perspective aligns with the NFL's broader strategy of expanding its appeal beyond traditional football fans. In recent years, the NFL has made concerted efforts to attract a more diverse audience. This has included partnerships with music artists, expanding international game schedules, and embracing social media and digital platforms to engage younger fans. Swift's relationship with Kelce and her subsequent appearances at Chiefs games have organically supported these efforts, bringing her vast and devoted fan base into contact with the NFL. The discussion around Swift's presence at NFL games and the reaction she received at the Super Bowl also touches on the changing nature of celebrity involvement in sports. While it's common to see high-profile figures at major sporting events, the level of attention and scrutiny placed on Swift's attendance has been unprecedented. This phenomenon speaks to Swift's cultural impact and the intense media focus on her relationship with Kelce. It also highlights the complex dynamics at play when worlds of pop culture and sports intersect on such a grand stage as the Super Bowl. From a broader perspective, the incident raises questions about the nature of fandom itself. In an era where athletes and entertainers have significant platforms and influence, how should fans navigate their allegiances to teams, individual players, and celebrities? The booing of Swift at the Super Bowl serves as a catalyst for these discussions within the sports community and beyond. Barkley's defense of Swift also touches on the importance of respect and sportsmanship in sports. While passionate support for one's team is a cornerstone of sports fandom, there's a line between enthusiastic cheering and disrespectful behavior towards others. Barkley's comments suggest that booing Swift for simply supporting her partner crosses that line.
Expand the game and make it more internationally, and we're traveling to Brazil, and we're traveling to Mexico, and her being a part of it is only helping that. So I don't get the slack that she's getting, but yeah, I can't give you an answer.
When asked about celebrity Eagles fans, Barkley provided insight into the team's high-profile supporters. Howard Stern questioned whether Bradley Cooper or Kevin Hart was the bigger celebrity Eagles fan. Barkley responded, "I have to go Bradley. I think I've seen him at every home game. I'm not going to lie. Kevin's definitely a super fan, a big fan too. So it's hard to say. It's probably 1A, 1B, but if I had to give the 1A, I would definitely give it to Bradley." The 2025 Super Bowl 59 halftime show in New Orleans became the center of an unexpected controversy. A performer in Kendrick Lamar's show staged a protest that caught everyone off guard. The incident unfolded during the last song, TV Off. A member of the 400-person fieldcast, later identified as Zulkarnain Nantambu, unveiled a flag combining the Sudanese and Palestinian flags. The flag bore the words Sudan and Gaza. Nantambu stood atop a black Buick Grand National GNX prop car, holding the flag high. The protester's actions didn't stop there. He leapt off the car and ran across the field. For approximately 20 seconds, Nantambu jogged around, flag held aloft. Security personnel quickly intervened, tackling him to the ground. The National Football League responded swiftly and decisively. They banned Nantambu for life from all NFL stadiums and events. This harsh punishment raised eyebrows and sparked debates about free speech and protest in sports. The NFL statement was unequivocal. They commended security for quickly detaining the individual who displayed the flag. The league emphasized that Nantambu had concealed the flag and revealed it late in the show. They stressed that no one involved with the production knew of his intentions. Roc Nation, the company that produced the halftime show, distanced itself from the incident. They stated, "The act by the individual was neither planned nor part of the production and was never in any rehearsal." The New Orleans Police Department took a different approach. They detained and ejected Nantambu from the stadium, but issued no arrest or summons. Nantambu's motivations became clear in subsequent interviews. He told NBC News that he felt compelled to use his moment at the Super Bowl to highlight the human suffering in Sudan and Gaza. He elaborated on the dire situations in both regions, citing widespread poverty, oppression, displacement, and violence. The timing of Nantambu's protest was significant. It came just a day after Hamas released 3 Israeli hostages amid a fragile ceasefire in Gaza. The ongoing conflict in Sudan also provided context for his actions. Nantambu's protest aimed to reach a specific audience. Former President Donald Trump attended the game. Days earlier, Trump had made controversial statements about Gaza. He suggested the United States should take over the Gaza Strip and that Palestinians would have to leave their homes. In response, Nantambu expressed hope that God shifts Trump's heart to be empathetic and compassionate to those who are suffering in Palestine. He called on Trump to do what is right by the Palestinians and help the Sudanese people. The protester's background sheds light on his actions. Nantambu describes himself as a musician, filmmaker, fashion designer, and freedom fighter. He discusses politics and his life as a Muslim in the U.S. on his YouTube channel, Open Book platform. Nantambu revealed that he joined Lamar's show about 2 weeks before the Super Bowl. He emphasized that the Grammy-winning artist had no knowledge of his planned demonstration. Nantambu's intent was to show solidarity with the people affected by ongoing conflicts. The Council on American Islamic Relations praised Nantambu's actions. They called him courageous and peaceful for raising awareness about both issues. Stated, "This performer risked his career to peacefully raise awareness about human suffering without even causing any significant disruption to the halftime show, and he should be celebrated as a hero." Kerr further commented that the protest should serve as a reminder that many Americans recognize the humanity of those suffering abroad as a result of American foreign policy. Nantambu's protest briefly appeared on the Super Bowl broadcast. It was visible in the background while tennis star Serena Williams performed a dance move known as the Crip Walk. This coincidental timing increased the visibility of Nantambu's message. The performer shared insights into his decision-making process. He said that during the 3rd or 4th rehearsal, he began contemplating the opportunity before him. Nantambu stressed that he kept his plan secret, telling no one what he intended to do. Nantambu explained, "As practices went on, the plan was formulated, but I definitely knew I wanted to make a sign of solidarity with the Muslims and to bring awareness to the struggles of the people that are oppressed." Nantambu cited his Islamic faith as a key motivator for his actions. He stated that his religion represents truth, justice, and peace. His love for the Palestinian and Sudanese people who are suffering also drove him to act. The protester believed his actions would resonate with those affected by the conflicts. He said, "I know it would invigorate their faith seeing somebody supporting them and thinking about them on such a grand stage to bring awareness to their struggles." Interestingly, Nantambu found inspiration in Lamar's performance itself. He noted the use of symbolism, flags, and revolutionary themes in the show. Nantambu said he had the people formulate the American flag. He had 2 big black flags with his record label, and he talked about the revolution being televised, and he talked about consciousness. The halftime show also featured actor Samuel L. Jackson as Uncle Sam, providing commentary and criticism. This element of social commentary in the official program may have further emboldened Nantambu. After security detained him, Nantambu faced questioning. However, he was ultimately released without charges. This decision by local law enforcement contrasted sharply with the NFL's punitive approach. The incident at the Super Bowl occurred against the backdrop of ongoing conflicts in Gaza and Sudan. In Gaza, a ceasefire between Hamas and Israel remained fragile. The region had endured months of devastating warfare, resulting in significant loss of life and displacement. According to the United Nations, tens of thousands of Palestinians had been killed in the conflict. Approximately 1.9 million people, about 90% of Gaza's population, had been displaced. The destruction in Gaza raised questions about how and when the territory could be rebuilt. The situation in Sudan was equally grim. A civil war had erupted in April 2023 between two competing factions, the Sudanese Armed Forces, led by General Abdel Fattah al-Burhan, and the Rapid Support Forces, headed by General Mohamed Hamdan Dagalo, also known as Hemedti. The conflict in Sudan had resulted in widespread devastation. At least 28,000 people had died, with some estimates suggesting a much higher death toll. Millions had been displaced, and the country faced one of the world's worst humanitarian catastrophes. Reports emerged of families in Sudan resorting to eating grass to survive as famine swept through parts of the country. The United States had previously determined that both sides in the conflict had committed war crimes. In January 2025, outgoing U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken made a significant declaration. He stated that the RSF had committed genocide, marking Sudan's second genocide in less than 3 decades. The international community's response to these crises provided additional context for Nantambu's protest. The United States played a significant role in humanitarian efforts in both regions. In Sudan, the U.S. stood as the largest single donor. It funded more than 80% of the World Food Programme's food aid in the country. Since 2005, the U.S. had provided $5 billion in aid, reaching nearly 7 million people. The Super Bowl incident reignited debates about the role of politics in sports. It drew comparisons to other high-profile protests, such as Colin Kaepernick's kneeling during the national anthem and the Black Power salute at the 1968 Olympics. The NFL's harsh response to Nantambu's protest raised questions about proportionality. Critics argued that a lifetime ban for a peaceful demonstration was excessive. Supporters of the NFL's decision countered that it was necessary to prevent similar incidents in the future. Interestingly, Nantambu's protest wasn't the only security incident at the Super Bowl. Another individual, 23-year-old Alec Nguyen from South Amboy, New Jersey, was arrested for criminal trespassing. Nguyen had been caught with a fake identification card and numerous items of audio and visual recording equipment.
Still going! That quickly. More adversity today, losing Jalen Hurts. Here's a deep ball to De'Ami Brown! Perfectly dropped in! What a throw!
Jayden Daniels, the Washington Commanders' rising star quarterback, has recently become the center of attention in the NFL world. His remarkable rookie season performance has not only earned him prestigious accolades, but has also brought an unexpected spotlight on his relationship with his mother, Regina Jackson. Daniels' recent statement about his mom has shocked the sports community, disclosing a dynamic that goes beyond the typical mother-son relationship in professional sports. Daniels' journey to NFL stardom began with an impressive rookie season that saw him break records and lead the Washington Commanders to unexpected success. The 24-year-old quarterback won both the AP NFL Offensive Rookie of the Year and the Pepsi Zero Sugar NFL Rookie of the Year awards, cementing his status as one of the most promising young talents in the league. His on-field performance was spectacular, with Daniels setting the record for the highest points per game for a rookie quarterback. The statistics from Daniels' rookie season paint a picture of a truly versatile player. He threw for an impressive 3,568 yards, completed 25 touchdown passes, and only gave up 9 interceptions. But Daniels wasn't just a threat in the air. He also showcased his running abilities, rushing for 891 yards and scoring 6 touchdowns on the ground. This dual threat capability made him a nightmare for opposing defenses and a key factor in the Commanders' success. Daniels' impact on the Washington Commanders was transformative. He took a team that had struggled with a dismal 4-13 record in the previous season and led them to an impressive 12-5 record. This dramatic turnaround didn't end with the regular season. Daniels guided the Commanders to their first postseason victories in nearly 2 decades, ultimately reaching the NFC Championship game. Although they fell short of making it to the Super Bowl, losing to the Philadelphia Eagles in a 55-23 showdown, the season was widely regarded as a massive success for the franchise. In a recent interview, Daniels revealed that his mother, Regina Jackson, is his #1 fan. While this might not seem shocking at first glance, it's the extent of Regina's involvement and influence in Daniels' life and career that has raised eyebrows across the NFL community. Daniels elaborated on his mother's dedication, stating, She goes to every game, no matter if it's cold, rainy, snow, she's going to be in the stands for sure. This level of commitment is impressive, but it's just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to Regina Jackson's role in her son's life. Regina Jackson is not just a supportive mom sitting in the stands. She plays multiple crucial roles in Daniels' professional life. Jackson serves as Daniels' manager and is also an NFLPA certified agent. This dual role gives her unprecedented influence over her son's career decisions and contract negotiations. What's truly unconventional, however, is the extent of Regina's protective nature, particularly when it comes to potential distractions in Jaden's life. In a clip from Amazon Prime Video's docuseries, The Money Game, which explores how college athletes navigate the world of name, image, and likeness, Regina was asked about her biggest concern for Jaden as he transitioned to the NFL. Her response was candid and surprising. "Girls, them girls." Regina elaborated on her concerns, saying, "Some girl out here, she's got a Jaden Daniels wall and her mama says, 'Hey honey, you're going to be the one to get him.' And I know that sounds crazy, but I guarantee there's someone who's trying to get their hooks into Jaden Daniels. So thank God he got a mama like me because it ain't happening." These comments sparked a range of reactions across the sports world. Former Eagles running back and Fox Sports co-host LaShawn McCoy responded in apparent agreement, saying, "Sound like my mom, LOL, the mom's cameo." This suggests that Regina's protective instincts resonate with other athletes who have experienced similar dynamics with their own mothers. Jaden Daniels himself seems to take his mother's protective nature in stride. When told about his mom's comments, Daniels laughed and said, "I bet she did say something like that." He has previously spoken about his mother's efforts to ensure he's surrounded by trustworthy people, stating, "Nothing gets past my mama. She reads people. She doesn't want to put people around me that she doesn't feel will benefit me." The influence of Regina Jackson extends beyond just keeping potential distractions at bay. According to reports, Jaden Daniels is currently single, focusing entirely on his budding NFL career. This level of dedication and focus is rare for a young star athlete, and it's clear that Regina's guidance plays a significant role in this decision. Regina's influence on Jaden's life and career can be traced back to his college days. Daniels has consistently emphasized the role of both his parents' support in his success. On the Pivot podcast in December 2023, while he was still with the Louisiana State University Tigers, Daniels said, "Everything they've done for me, I've been so grateful for." Regina Jackson's public persona has also become a topic of interest. She's not content to remain in the background and has become a public figure in her own right. Her fashion choices often make headlines, particularly her appearance at the NFC Championship game, where she was spotted wearing a custom jacket covered in pictures of Jaden. This bold fashion statement clearly displayed her pride and support for her son. After the Commanders' loss in the NFC Championship, Regina took to social media with a rallying cry for fans. She tweeted, "Let's not lose sight that this team made it to the NFC Championship game. Keep supporting 5 and this team no matter what. Rep your burgundy and gold." Her use of team slogans and colors demonstrates her deep investment in her son's team and career. The Daniels family's impact on the Commanders hasn't gone unnoticed by team ownership. Josh Harris, the controlling owner, expressed his gratitude for finding a franchise quarterback in Daniels. During a postseason press conference, Harris said, "We have a massive opportunity. None of us are taking that lightly. We're all fully committed to continuing to build our team and be a lead over the long term." Harris further emphasized the importance of Daniels to the team's future, stating, "We're looking for commanders. We're totally focused on improving our team from last year, and I think we're going to do that."